Okay, how's it hanging, folks? We started the run a little late today. I was what? Oh my gosh, free item, Hog. I originally wasn't gonna record this run. I got an Eden run with Spindown Dice, but I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to record it. Maybe I'll just play it for fun. But got halfway through it, and I realized, you know what, man? Okay. Listen. Call me out. I'm not playing with the Wes. I'm not playing with the Wes. I'm not doing it. Yes, that is definitely cheating. I'm not doing it. No. Not happening. But yeah, I just felt like recording a little bit. So yeah, how's it hanging, folks? It is still a nice comfortable fucking, I don't know, man, 12 degrees or something like that in the UK right now. I've been hearing a lot of bad shit about the weather in America as of late, with Hurricane Helene and stuff like that. And I mean, shit sucks. Shit sucks. It's like really sad, to put it mildly. But it is, you know, I feel, you know, I think reasonably pretty powerless about this sort of thing, because, you know, what am I gonna do, man? I'm just a fucking dumb guy who like has no power over the world. The fuck am I gonna do? The most I could do is like sit in a road and get people to honk their horns and then get arrested. So, not a huge fan of that idea. But yeah, it's just like for people like me who have basically no impact on the outside world, who can't really do anything. I honestly just prefer not to think about these sorts of things. Like, it's maybe it's a little selfish, but I think if you think too much about like climate change, you're just gonna kind of come to the conclusion that like life is not worth living or some shit like that. Because I mean, it's just fucked up. It's fucked up. The fact. Oh, enough of that shit. We're in the big leagues now, boys. Yeah, I think you're just gonna come to the conclusion that life sucks. It's pointless. Blah blah blah. It's because, you know, what can you do? We're all gonna be the Earth's gonna be uninhabitable in like 300 years, and people who could do anything about it don't want to. So yeah, there's a desire for me to just like, for me personally, to just not think about it, because, you know, what am I even gonna do? What am I even gonna do? It's just gonna make me sad and not improve anything. And that's not what we want. We don't want to just like be sad for no reason. That's kind of my view on it. Yeah. I don't really know what to say, man. It's unfortunate. The world is... What the fuck was that? The world's not a great place at the moment. That's not to say things will never get better or anything like that, you know. But I just I try not to think about horrible things. Life's too short for shit like that. Experimental treatment, I guess we'll take it. That was ultimately a net positive. Let's go. But I suppose there's another kind of aspect to it where, like, from a British perspective, it's pretty easy to not care. Not only because we're heartless sons of bitches, but also because it, like, doesn't really affect us that much, you know? Like, obviously the Gulf Stream is going to collapse, which, quick little overview for people who don't know what that is. That's a channel of, I believe, air that brings warm air from the Caribbean up to Britain, which, you know, heats us up every once in a while. that's going to collapse, which will essentially mean that we don't get hot air we don't get hot air oh my god, hot air anymore. So we're just going to be fucking freezing. And I mean, our architecture is not prepared for that. A lot of buildings are gonna collapse. It's gonna get bad, but on the other hand, it's really not. It's not gonna get that terrible in the UK. Like, it's gonna get bad, but not as bad as other places in the world. So, for me personally, there's just kind of an aspect of like, you know, I don't really need to be as worried. Which I guess just, you know, it is kind of lends credence to the perspective of I'm just being selfish, not thinking about it. But, you know, again, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm just a dumb guy with not a huge platform. You know, what am I gonna do? Best I can do is like complain. And I mean, look how far that's gotten me. That being said, I think there is some hope on the horizon. Like, people are now more than ever paying attention to the climate. Like, people take it extremely seriously, and, you know, rightfully so. So I think there is some hope for things getting better, just because people are paying so much attention. You know, somebody's eventually going to do something right, and that's going to help us out. Until then, I mean, I pray for you folks in the US and in other affected areas. I pray for you folks in affected areas. I hope you guys were able to get away from the danger zone. Get somewhere safe. Hope that your families are alright. And I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. Keep on talking about dumb shit. D8. You know what? No reason not to. That fucking sucks. That fucked me. That fucked me. God damn it. That was not even remotely worth it. Not even in the slightest. Well, whatever. But I mean, hey, to all the Jews out there, if you're listening, if you guys have any other technology like that Jewish space laser that I heard so much about a few years ago, that can, like, you know, sort the kind of predicament that we're in out, you know, now's the right time to use it, is all I'm gonna say. It would be much appreciated. But yeah, I mean, that's another fucking aspect of that's another aspect of this, is people just, like, I think some people don't really want to, you know, kind of look into the accept the fact that we are in a really bad spot as a planet. So instead they make up little stories in their heads to try and justify it. Like, no, the planet isn't dying. There's just a Jewish space laser that's setting everything on fire. Or no, the planet isn't dying, it's communist weather machines that keep on, you know, they keep on creating hurricanes. Oh, those gosh darn communists. You know what I mean? It's like, there's a need among some people to rationalize, or I guess unrationalize, the horrible shit that's happening, so that they don't have to accept the reality that the world is not good at the moment. It's not good. But I mean, you know what? It is low-key kind of funny. It's kind of funny. That's all I'm gonna say. So you know what? Keep on doing your thing. You strange people. keep on talking about Jewish space lasers. It's kind of, it's a good bet. It's a good bet. Anyway, talking about personal stuff. Yikes. I'm still sick. Happens to the best of us. I'm, struggling. But you know what, man? I'll get through it. I've started playing Tears of the Kingdom, just, because I have so much fucking time on my hands. D100. Bruh. And I gotta say, maybe a shit opinion, maybe a bad opinion, but it's definitely not as good as Breath of the Wild. That's all I'm gonna say. Mostly just because it doesn't look as good, and it is quite a bit laggier somehow. Like obviously, you know, the graphics and you know how the game runs and plays isn't, you know, the only thing in a game, but it's a pretty big part. If your game runs like shit, I will not want to play it as much because, you know, it runs like shit. It stutters a bunch. And that's kind of what I'm running into with Tears of the Kingdom. Like, it just doesn't run that well. So I'm, you know, I'm having an okay time with it, but oh man, I'll take it. But I kind of wish it, yeah, ran a bit better. I mean, that being said, it is, you know, it's a good game. I think, I don't know if this is, like, universally agreed upon, but, I would definitely say that Ultra Hand is the best part. Like, just being able to glue random shit together and make, like, insane bullshit contraptions was just such a genius idea. I don't know who came up with that. They deserve, like, gold star, pat on the back, slap on the ass, you know. It was a great idea. But I mean, yeah, I've just got the paraglider. I'm ready to become the master of my own destiny. Something. Okay, wait. Because I mean that could just be it. Maybe you know, it's just the starting area that has really shit performance. Maybe everywhere else is great. Who knows? I fucking hope so. It would be you know, disappointing if it was you know, if everywhere ran as poorly as the starting area. No? That's all I'm gonna say. Elden Ring video, still not much going on with it. Just, you know, it's hard to do things while you're sick, is what I'm coming to realize. Like, how the fuck am I meant to get up and play Elden Ring all day when I feel like shit? You know? Gaming does take like a lot of focus, especially games like Elden Ring, and when you're sick as hell, like I am always. You know, when you're sick as hell, it kind of becomes hard to keep your focus on just, you know, one game that takes a lot of effort, a lot of concentration, and that's kind of the issue with Elden Ring at the moment. Dude. I saw a video recently of so I'm sure everyone knows. Let me just give the required context here. Everyone knows about what's been going on in Palestine. I'm not going to touch on that really quickly. But what I want to talk about is Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister, which is essentially just our president. I'm just saying that because a lot of people don't know anything about Britain, which is fair. We're a very small country, but yeah, that's essentially our president. He's been very vocal about how he wants Hamas to give back the Israeli hostages, which, you know, fair. I also want them given back. That's kind of fucked up to take hostages. Only thing is, he, in a very British way, called them sausages, which I just, ugh. I'm fucking... It pains me. It pains me. Like... Being British is like one of the only like nationalities that you're able to make fun of. And I mean, rightfully so. We did a lot of fucked up shit. But you know, it still pains me to hear people doing shitty, like terrible British accents. And then fucking Keir Starmer has the nerve to come out here and call the hostages sausages? Come on, man. What are you doing? What are you doing to us? What are you doing to us? I'm never gonna hear the end of this. I loathe to think that my friends are eventually gonna hear about this. Okay, I'm just never gonna hear the fucking end of it. I'm not even the guy who called them sausages. I just live here with them. It's painful. It's painful. Every day I hear some British guy do some dumb shit, and I just have to live with it, knowing that I'm never gonna hear the fucking end of it. It's painful. It really is. And I mean, honestly, that's part of the reason why I don't know if I've talked about this before on the channel, but that's part of the reason why I love shitting on the French. Just because, you know, they also did some fucked up shit, and they also have a funny accent. So, you know, I get to make fun of a nationality as well without feeling bad. That's great. That's amazing. It's amazing. I never would have you know. That's such a huge W for me. Yeah, it's good. And you know, no hate to my French brothers and sisters out there. But you know, at the same time, you guys have a funny accent. What can I say? But yeah, you guys will have to forgive me if I'm sounding barely coherent. It's because I'm barely coherent. Like nothing is going on in this tiny fucking brain of mine. There's no thoughts, barely any noises. You know, that's what happens when you get the flu. I don't know if I've talked about this yet, but yeah. Nintendo is suing Pal World. Just a little crash course refresher for all the people who don't know what the fuck any of that means. Yeah, I'm almost certain you know what Nintendo is. Biggest game corporation in the entire world. They made Mario. Blah blah blah. What more needs to be said? Pal World is this little indie game which got really huge at the start of the year, and it's essentially just a Pokemon ripoff. You know, 1-to-1. It's a Pokemon ripoff, except they have guns and you kill the Pokemon. You know, not the most novel concept necessarily, but it was good. It got a lot of attention, a lot of great reviews. And when Nintendo didn't really do anything about it, Nintendo's a very litigious company. They fucking love to file lawsuits. Love to. When Nintendo initially didn't do anything about it, people were like, oh, okay, so this is just fine. Nintendo doesn't give a fuck. Incredible. Finally, Nintendo's chill about something. You know, come 9 months later, no, Nintendo's filed a lawsuit. And it's not for what you would think. A lot of the designs in Pal World are like extremely similar to just, you know, some of the Pokemon. They're like bargain bin ripoffs. And Nintendo isn't suing for those. They're suing for like copyright infringement, but not for character infringement, but like, you know, they've patented an aspect of the game, and Pal World has copied that, and so Nintendo's suing on that basis. Now, what a lot of people think they're suing on is the fact that Pal World also uses the motion of getting a ball and throwing it at a creature to capture it, and then use it in your party. And people are pretty sure that Nintendo copyrighted that, so they're like, you know, you can't do that. You can't do that. We own it. We own the idea of throwing balls at people, which I personally think is pretty fucking stupid. Like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna fucking sue a 6-year-old having a water balloon fight? What are we doing, Nintendo? You know, it's whatever. Nintendo is... They're fucking unstoppable in terms of suing people. You know, no one's got the kind of the capital that's needed to stop them from being dipshits. So it's just something we got to accept. The sky is blue, grass is green, and Nintendo's gonna sue you if you do anything that's even vaguely similar to their one of their 3 trillion properties. You know what? I think if I go fight the if I go fight Mega Satan, I'm probably just gonna die. So you know what? I'm gonna be sacrilegious again. 2nd video in a row. I'm just not gonna fight I'm not gonna fight Mega Satan. I'm just gonna fight the lamb and call it there. Partially because my voice hurts, like a lot. You wouldn't be able to tell because I just keep yapping, but yeah, my throat really fucking hurts. Yeah, that's about it. Wow, it has been a lot of fun, folks. You guys are great, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!